Hi everyone. Tonight we're going to go ahead and finish up the fly that we started the other night. I showed you how to set the Catskill style dry fly wings. We get those nice vertical 2 bundles of wood duck there on top. Tonight we're going to go ahead and finish the fly. I was looking at doing actually a Red Quill, which is one of my favorite flies to fish in the early season. It works everywhere, the Catskills, to the Poconos, to New Jersey, to out to central PA. Very versatile fly. Tie a couple different sizes. I like it, the size 12 and a size 14. And we're going to begin by tailing this. What I like for my tailing material is the nice spade feathers off the back of your cape. And as you see, there's an abundance of long, stiff fibers. That's what we need for our tail. The stiffer, the better, because it helps to keep that fly afloat. So how I like to get those onto the hook is start right off the feather itself. We're going to spread them out. We're going to grab a bunch, pull them all together. It tends to keep the ends a little more even for you, and it gives you a nice little bunch. You're going to want about 15-20 fibers in there, I would say. It'll give you a nice bulk on the tail. See how the fibers are nice and lined up. And take a little saliva, create a little point. Now you can measure it out nicely. Your tail wants to be in a Catskill style fly about the length of the hook from the front to the bend. This enables the fly to turn over as you're casting it. So we've measured our length. We're going to grasp the fibers. We're going to come back in and we're going to trim those off and leave just enough to hang over the body up to the bump that we've created with the wing. Okay, it's going to help to smooth it out even further. How we tie these in, I like to capture them, stick the little bundle behind the hook down into the bend, so near side to you down through the bend. I take one loose wrap to position the little bundle of fibers where I'd like them, and then I bring the thread nice and tight up and over the top, and it brings those fibers that were then sticking down inside up on top of the hook. Continue to wrap up towards your thorax area and it smooths right out. Gives you a nice smooth contour on the body. We're going to come back down and we're going to catch our Red Quill in. We're going to do a quill body on this one, and let's see, the body is tied with a Rhode Island red stripped quill. I like to keep them soaking. It was soaking in a glass of water over there on the counter. It makes them nice and pliable, easy to tie in. So we're going to go ahead and take that, trim the tip off, and then we're going to go ahead and catch this in. Kind of line it right up with that little void that we have in the back still. Keep the quill towards you on the near side, and as you tie it in, I take a loose wrap, and as I tighten again, it's going to pull that right up on top. Helps to give you a nice taper in that body. Then we're going to tie back down. We'll get that caught all the way in. And then we're going to go right back up the body, right up to the thorax area. If it seems like it's a little out of kilter to you, you can use thread to build the body back up, or whatever you like to do. That's pretty smooth there. Alright, now we're ready to wrap the quill. We're going to take nice turns. Nice and easy when you first start out, because they tend to be a little soft in the back. And then we're going to do side-by-side wraps right up the body of the fly. It's going to start out narrow, and then it's going to start to thicken up once you get towards the thorax area. Note the segmentation it gives. These dry a nice color. They're like a reddish brown. Once you put a little bit of head cement on them, they tend to get even a little redder yet. Very nice material to work with, and they get, like I say, they give you that good segmented body. Take that right up into the thorax area. This is probably going to be the last turn. I'm going to say, yep, we're going to do it right there. So you hold it down, one nice tight wrap, make sure you pull it good and tight. 2 good wraps, pull it good and tight, and then you can bend this back and forth. It's going to narrow up that tie-in area, and it's going to make it catch in a little better for you. Nice tight wraps, 3, 4, or 5, and you're good to go. Then we come in and trim that off. Nice and close to the body. Then we go ahead and capture the rest of the tail end of that with a couple of wraps of thread. And now we're ready to move to the front. Get that hackle tied in. I like to stop my thread with plenty of bare head in the front. It's old school way. The old timers like to leave room in there for the turtle knot. That way it doesn't interfere with the knot when they tie it in. We're going to tie in a size 12 hackle. We're going to come in and trim the tip off of that. And then we're going to strip off about a quarter inch or so of those bottom hackles, fibers. Because I like to tie it in a little bit long so I can make almost a full wrap without any hackle appearing on the fly at that point. So I catch that hackle stem in right where I finished, where I stopped the thread. I tie it in nice and tight to the front of my wings, and then I skip back and tie it down tight to the back, right up to where we stopped the quill body. We'll come back to the front. Stop your thread where we started it. If you keep that, you're always going to have plenty of room in the front. You're going to be able to have a nice head up there and not be crowded to the eye. Alright, we're ready to wrap the hackle. I'll go ahead and grab that with a pair of hackle pliers. Straight up and over the fly. It's going to give you a nice straightly aligned hackle. I like to do 3 to 4 turns behind the wing. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. And then we're going to slip to the front, pull the wing towards you, or to the back of the fly, nice and tight. First wrap of hackle is going to go tight to the base of the wing. See how it stands it back up for you? You can even hold it back a second time. That second wrap ensures that it's going to stay upright for you. So we got 2 wraps, we'll do 1 more. And that's it right there. That's all the hackle you want to get on there. It's plenty enough to keep it afloat. So what I like to do is chase it with the thread as I wrap that hackle around. Keeps any errant fibers in check. That way we don't have any fibers sticking out the front. And then I like to take 5 nice wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And make them nice and firm. Kind of keeps everything in control when you come back in to trim these out. Less mess, right? So grab all those errant hackles, come right up on top of the fly, cut that stem off, nice and tight, and you have a nice clean head area. Oops, there might be one in there yet. Come in and trim that away. Okay, we're ready to whip finish it and get some head cement on it. Actually, I don't do whip finish. I like to do half hitches, because sometimes you get a little carried away with the whip finisher and you'll catch the hackles and tie them down. I like to half hitch it. That way you don't have that going on and you can keep the head a little bit neater. You have a little more control. I like to put 3, 4 on there. Is more than sufficient. And then just pull it tight. When you come back in and head cement that down, that's not going to go anywhere. Okay, one thing left to do is pull those hackles up, get everything straightened up, and you're good to go. Put some head cement on there, and I like to do the body, a coat on the body now, and a coat on the body a little bit later. We'll do the head, and you're done. One Catskill style, size 12, Red Quill. Give it a whirl. These are one of the best early season flies that there is. I don't know if you can see it, but when you put that head cement on there, it really turns it a nice reddish brown color. There you go, Catskill style Red Quill. If you're going to tie any other type of bodies on here, they're going to be much the same. You're going to do a quill Gordon. It's just going to be nothing more than a strip peacock quill and what have you. If you want to do a dub body, you can do a dub body. It's all the same process. Okay, so there you go, Catskill style Red Quill. thank you for watching, and we'll see if we can get some more videos up for you for a couple of different flies. I hope you enjoyed it.